told by Kailasa Candra Prabhu from Vaishnava Foundation that I am spreading rumors and that I will be, which makes me punishable. And he even went so far to threaten me with severe punishment for this allegedly spreading rumors. Well, I answered to him that I am not spreading anything, just writing comments underneath his movies alone on YouTube, or maybe one production or two of his, how they call themselves now, engineers or members in good standing. It's a funny nomenclature they have there, and some pompous. We talk about a virtual Vaishnava Foundation. You know, people who know each other, some of whom know each other for more than 20 years, and they never met in reality. Can you imagine the intensity of feelings they have towards each other? Now, this is a front page of Bhaktivedanta collaboration, Bhaktivedanta climate collaboration group, found that by a very interesting person, as a very serious person, um, whom I may have little offended unwillingly, is Bhakta Erik Johansson. He has this little characteristic that he, in the time of quick speed internet, makes you waiting for answers when mailing to him for weeks and even months long. But except of it is a very fixed up devotee and a very intelligent person. He's very serious and honest person. He's working regular job. He's an engineer, and there was a time I was talking to him directly many years ago when I was also a member of Vaishnava Foundation, and he is a serious person, very honest, and far from concocting anything. He's very accurate also, and he's a really prolific writer. He had the front page of his Bhaktivedanta climate collaboration group, where he wrote under who we are, the Bhaktivedanta Climate Change Collaboration Group. This is the front page. May it best be described as the product of the Vaishnava Foundation of a number of years ago, with emphasis on Srila Prabhupada as the real link with transcendence. Bhakta Johansson manages the site and writes most of the articles. Others engage in the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books, edit them for pure Krishna consciousness. We see ourselves as part of what may be called the greater Krishna consciousness movement. This could be described as what Srila Prabhupada founded, and everything that has undeviatingly acted under his instructions since. And so far and so far. He writes about him being CEO founder of the Vaishnava Foundation with Kailasa Candra Dasa when it incorporated in 1987, and that he acted more or less as his personal secretary from 1986 to 2012. The initial idea of the introductory article took shape a few years ago in the Vaishnava Foundation reply to an intellectual by Bhakta Erik. So Bhakta Erik, he writes his short, this is scrutinized biography, very interesting and quite dramatical, because he joined the Hare Krishna movement a month after the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada. in 77. Though he has seen and experienced Srila Prabhupada's devotees first time at airport in Boston, 1970. I mean, I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't ever forgive myself not to join during Prabhupada was here. So I guess he may have a little difficult time with himself. We approach the moment where I am interested in reference to Kailasa Chandra's saying, I am spreading rumors. Now, all of a sudden, I am spreading rumors where I have established the truth or within or conviction that Kailasa Chandra is a liar. After many, many years ago, talking directly to Bhakta Eric and also hearing from him many things which shed so much light on the character of Kailasa Chandra, who is far from he himself represents or talk about himself, far cry from what he talks about himself, and is not written here, but what I have heard. And I consciously omit or I don't mention those things, not to spread rumors. In my writing, what is stated here, namely, here during his Bhakta Eric writes how he came to know Kailasa Chandra. Everyone can read on this page. In the summer '85, I've read Sulochana Dasa's The Guru Business and realized that I had yet to achieve any genuine link with the disciplic succession. Shortly after, so it has to be said that in the meantime he was Hansadutta Dasa, Hansadutta Swami's close disciple in the rank of Swami, and his name was Vrishna Chandra. Eric became a Swami of Hansadutta. So I make all the stories short here. In the summer of '85, after Hansadutta had a severe, having taken a post of Sodan Acharya, had severe problems in personal conduct. He was committing even crimes. Spiritually, he was dead fish, just flapping on the shore. But anyone can read on the Bhaktivedanta Climate Collaboration Group. But now to the rumors. In the summer of alleged rumors, which are not rumors at all, as I have realized talking to Bhakta Eric, who again is a very serious person, far cry from being anything but rumor spreading nonsense. He's a very serious spiritual person who is very seriously and tirelessly looking for spiritual guidance, and not only looking but acting spiritually also as well, and well aware that spreading rumors about a devotee whom he knew for more than 20 years would be a suicidal indeed to his spiritual life. In the summer of '85, I read Sulochana Dasa's The Guru Business and realized that I had yet to achieve any genuine link with the disciplic succession. Shortly after, I met Kailasa Chandra Dasa and understood that it was he who had injected the philosophical knowledge and conviction into Sulochana Prabhu's writing. I invited Kailasa Chandra Dasa to the farm in the summer of 1986. Although he was not requested to do so by Bay Area GBC Atra Rishi Dasa, then ceased visiting the farm, and also had his associates, such as Shivananda Dasa and Vipramukhya Swami. Leaf. So Okay, this is about, I think, Atreya Dasha, that he has left the Mount Kailas farm. You have to read everything to get the clear picture of what was going on the Mount Kailas farm and why the Kailas farm is mentioned here. But we are talking about me spreading allegedly rumors. Remember, this is all written by a personal witness, associate, 20 years secretary of Kailasa Candra. This is the beginning of how they came to know each other. I served more or less as Kailasa Candra Dasa's personal secretary from 86 to 2012. On the recommendation of Kailasa Candra Dasa and as a part of the transfer of the deities at Mount Kailas farm to Hansaduta Dasa, I received Hansaduta Dasa's permission to be freed from any previous vows or spiritual connection with him. This is very interesting thing here, which I may talk in the future about, because this is a part of Kailasa Chandra's ideas, which are quite different from what Srila Prabhupada thought about getting rid or rejecting a false guru. Kailasa Candra, like in many other cases, creates his own methods of for spiritual purification, or some special Kailasa Candra purgatory functions. This maybe in the future I will talk about. Let us say what Bhakta Eric says here further. I founded the non-profit Vaishnava Foundation with Kailasa Candra Dasa when it incorporated in 1987 and had a hand in most of the day-to-day functioning of the farm from 1985 1988. However, my dream for Mount Kailas farm did not go as planned. I had thought that bringing the right perspective and Siddhanta there in the person of Kailasa Candra Dasa would automatically attract many sincere devotees who would work to bring back Srila Prabhupada's pre-zonal Acharya movement. Although I got free from the personal burden of possibly misusing a huge asset, there were apparently other reasons why devotees would not stay or come. Herewith, Bhakti Eric explained to me, I just give a short picture, what the reason for people not coming, or coming and going more precisely, was. One of the picture is just a picture, what he told me about. Imagine the Mount Kailas farm, and at the top somewhere on a chair with the view at the entering road, remote place is a farm in California, 90 miles north from San Francisco, I think, or somewhere there on the west coast of America. Is sitting with a Winchester, Kailasa Candra, and gravely looking at the possible newcomers. I can imagine how inviting this could be. It's just a picture, it's just a picture. During his stay at Mount Kailas farm from 86 to 88, Kailasa Candra Das initially allowed a couple of would-be disciples to treat him as their perspective guru. Treat him as his perspective guru. I also later got caught up in the fervor. Kailasa Candra went so far as to write his own Sanskrit pranam mantra, which was then used when the would-be disciples offered him or the deities obeisance. So recently Kailasa Candra, under his production, his notorious, no, this was not notorious, this was quite like a notorious, the last production, again a biography story of a wannabe, I don't know, the reformer of Lord Chaitanya's movement, the purgatory headmaster of a cleansing commando called Vaishnava Foundation, with a very strange introduction that this biography was produced, supervised, and blessed by an engineer and 7 good standing, kind of like apostles or something, people who never met together, except for maybe 2 or 3, some intermingling occasionally in 20 years for a month or 2. So he said that I am punishable for this rumor here, and that he never did such a thing. But here stays something else, and this is on the internet. It's another rumor. Sanskrit pranam mantra he has written for himself, which was then used when the would-be disciples offered him all the deities obeisance. This particularly Kailasa Candra he never did, he said to me. He wrote to me, threatening me with, being punished. This is how he cares about spiritual life of people. He's cursing them and threatening them. At the time, at one time there were as many as 4 possible disciples, and they were all given Sanskrit names by him. And then he explains that the Sanskrit names, this is the funny future of Kailasa Candra. He likes to surrender himself with the feeling of being around very advanced devotees. This is what he says about his followers, that they're advancing spiritually. Imagine never being on Sankirtan, at least not because he is showing them the way of Sankirtan, Prasadam distribution, and giving lectures outside on the streets, on the street corners, in the parks, at the venues, all over the world. He's not doing it. never since at least the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada. So this is the short thing I was willing to say about to settle the things with this quite interesting person. I don't say Kailasa Candra is not very interesting person, and that he has no great spiritual assets, and certainly many material assets which he can nicely use for Srila Prabhupada, unless he is not concocting his own business, his own language, his own rituals and dogmas. He's not creating his own schooling system of kind of mind controlling system, creating kind of like a clowns who are acting like Catholic how you call those guys, going around and killing the witches who were there. You know who I mean. Okay. So let it be, let it be, let it be, as the mother once said. Good luck to everyone. So you see the page I have here recorded, the front page of my Android connected to the Bhaktivedanta cccg.org. Good luck to everyone, and foremost, dear Prabhus, we chanting Hare Krishna, we supposed to chant Hare Krishna every day, and especially learn how to chant in the public. I don't mean the music, I don't mean making faces and laughing to everyone, I don't mean not producing the sounds we produce, I mean to learn how to serve, how to control the mind. For the last 14 years, actually starting 2010, I am going every day on Sankirtan, every day. Every day means not less than 366 hours a year. It may be not every day literary, but not less than 366 hours a year. So I built it up gradually from 2010. 2015 I was committed to chant not less than as many, not less hours than as many days are in a year. So in order to do this, you have to understand that you have a mind and that we have to control the mind. We don't control the mind committing to wannabe gurus or false gurus, fake gurus, or fake ideas. We control the mind by serving the only acharya of the Kali Yuga conquering, powerful Sankirtana movement, the Golden Age Acharya, which is now in this blessed Kali Yuga, who is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And we just want to go around, and we do go around, and we sing Hare Krishna. One way or another. Trying is not doing. You know, we can't chant Hare Krishna, in fact, being conditioned, but we can purify ourselves through the chanting, and especially potent chanting outside, because it's the multiply stronger because of the approach and the desire to help others. Through this desire, which is the desire of Lord Chaitanya, we get more and more purified till we understand that our actual position is being this marginal Tatastha Shakti servant, and the best serving object of adoration in this golden age of Kali Yuga is the holy name. Is the holy name. So far, the theory, the praxis we have to do ourselves. Hare Krishna to everyone.